Hey, come on, let's check out my collection.
Alright guys, today I'm here with Tristan. You guys might know him as Top Pops, and he has one of the craziest Funko Pop collections that I've ever seen. So many rare pieces in his collection, so many expensive pieces, all sorts of collectibles. We're going to be taking a look at it all today. So thank you, Tristan, for letting me do this. Let's take a look at your collection. Sure. Where do you want to start? Where is like your favorite part of your collection?
Well, we're kind of in what you would see in the background of my videos right now. We've got like, you know, my vaulted vinyl displays over here, and there is some of my more expensive stuff in this area.
Yeah, I have seen this. This is cool.
Like, for example, here, this one that I have is the kind of like the pre-production run
Jolly Jacko.
of Jolly Jacko.
Yeah, that's cool.
This one's really neat. I'm a big fan of it. I also have like the limited, I don't actually know what this one's limited to, but it's made by Mighty Jacks.
I think it's like 200 or maybe even 50 pieces,
it's
something like that.
Low.
Yeah.
I remember that one though. It was really cool. I got it over at Miniso a long time ago. This one here is a full resin Funko Pop.
Whoa, that's cool.
It's pretty neat. It's like completely solid. There's glitter in the middle of it. I remember it was given out at Fun Days, and they didn't normally come in the box. But these ones here, I was able to get it with a box. Some people, when they bought them, they would take another Freddy, put it inside. And it's one of my favorite ones in the collection just because of how unique it is.
I know you mentioned that Luffy back there, and I know you're Top Pops, but is there any other collectibles that you like? Like, I'm looking around your room, there's all sorts of collectibles. Like, what are some other collectibles that are your favorites besides Funko Pops or even Funko in general?
Ooh, okay, I'm trying to think. I've got a lot of blockies. Blockies is a big one for me. I've got my Darth Vader one up here. It's just one that I have on display, but they're like buildable models of some of your favorite characters.
Yeah, I've seen a few of your Blockies videos.
Oh, thank you.
Top Blockies.
Yeah, top
Blockies,
blocks, top Blockies. What's another one? Like, I guess this is Funko still, but I collect skate decks, which I think is one of my favorite things. They've made a bunch that are Funko themed, and so like, here's one of the rarest ones that I have. This was actually given out at Fun Days. It was a year that I went, but it wasn't the table that I was at.
Okay, that's
so I had to
cool.
go on and get this later on. It's actually like a Santa Cruz Funko board.
So normally, Tristan, this is the angle that they see in your YouTube videos, and I can see you have a lot of stuff on your table right here from what you've been doing recently on your YouTube.
It's funny, sorry to cut you off there, but this is the angle that people wouldn't see, the bit around the table.
Exactly. This is what it looks like, but in the actual like table, there's a lot going on here.
The problem is, I always open up new stuff, and I'm always making a new video. So you may notice if you've been watching my videos, depending on when this comes out, like some of the recent videos at the time were like my New York City one. We also have like some other Snoopy Rocky Motos. I've got some cards for my cards channel on here. Also like newer figures that I've opened up, like cool stuff that I just need to find a spot for still in the collection.
Yeah. Just going off what you said there real quick. I know you've been doing YouTube for what, like 6, 7 years now?
Just about 10.
That was unintentional. I didn't mean to do 6, 7.
No, you're good. I think it's been 10 years this year.
Okay, so 10 years. What's the video that stood out to you the most? Like, what's your favorite video? Maybe it didn't do as well, but like something that you filmed that you thought maybe would do better, but it was a lot of fun for you to film, so it didn't really matter. You know what I mean?
It happens sometimes where I'm just so excited about one. Like, for example, if I do a movie review and I don't know how well the movie's gonna do, that happens sometimes. I remember I did one with The Electric State. I was so excited about that movie. Millie Bobby Brown and Chris Pratt. And I hadn't seen the movie, right? I just knew that it was one of the biggest Netflix movies. Funko had made a set of figures, and I think the review did all right in the end because people were just so curious, like why that movie was how it was. But no, I think that was one of the ones that definitely stands out to me. Like, I bought the book, I learned all about the original. It was super fun for me. But probably another one that I always think of, and it did well for me too, was when I did YouTubers pick up my Funko Pops.
Oh, that's always fun. I was in one of those. I was in one of those.
Actually, I have something to show you guys that goes along with this.
All right. Oh, this is cool.
Here.
You don't really see this in your videos too often.
No.
Cave area over here.
If you guys don't know, my friend James, who also runs the YouTube channel The Odd Ones Out, I have a pop signed by him.
Awesome.
They were given out on his website, or not given out, but they were selling them on his website. Yeah. My problem was, when it came to Canada, the border security inspected it. And we've both had this problem before.
I remember you telling me this. Yeah.
And now normally I wouldn't care too much, but the problem was it was signed. And so it's almost like if you had a picture signed or something and it came crumpled, it's kind of the entire product. So for this one here, I was pretty bummed about it. I love that he's got the little character on the front there. It says James. I'm going to have to get a new one in the future. Maybe next time I bump into him, but it is too bad because this really is a cool one.
And now that we're over here, Tristan, in this part that a lot of people don't really see in your videos usually, I don't think you show this too often.
Sometimes, but not a lot.
And right behind you, there's a lot of sodas. Even to my left right here, there's even more sodas. You love sodas. What's your thoughts on Funko sodas? I know that Funko isn't doing them as much anymore, but tell me about it.
They do them every once in a while, very seldom now. And they have a few of them up here. Like, these were the newest ones that they did. They're all of the ones from Fun Days that actually happened this year. And it's all of, you know, Freddy, Franny, and Proto. And I believe that those were actually supposed to be one of their digital drops. You know, the ones that they do with the card packs, which they don't do anymore. So I think they were kind of like phasing those out. They turned them into Fun Days ones, which was really cool. But yeah, I wish they brought sodas back.
Dude, this is an insane soda collection right here.
Almost all of the originals. Of course, I'm missing some of the chases and some of the limited, like, Comic-Con ones where there's only, you know, I think there was one Huckleberry Hound that was limited to like 200 or something. I don't have that one. But a lot of these ones here are super cool. They're a lot of my new stuff too. I also have like one of the newest ones they did over here, which I find really interesting. It is that Art the Clown.
Wow,
Hot Topic was actually nice enough to send this one over for a review. And it's one of the newest ones they've done that wasn't just, you know, of course, these Funko ones here.
Yeah. No, I really like Funko sodas. I think it's one of Funko's favorite, most memorable lines outside of Funko Pops. And speaking of other Funko Pop, or not Funko Pop, but Funko lines, not Funko Pops or Funko sodas, what are some other Funko lines that you like?
Well, I showed you the skate decks, which I think is a big one. But there is also another one that I want to show you. You might have to come around this way. These were ones that came inside of VHS cases, which I thought were really cool. They didn't stick around for too long, but I did enjoy them while they did. They probably lasted about a year maybe, but I think people kind of thought they were like soda ripoffs, even though they were both made by Funko.
I thought it was a cool concept. Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was cool, but at the same time,
why people would just prefer a soda instead.
Exactly, exactly. I'm making our way over here now, Tristan. I know you have your Jumbo Chimes in the background over here. I think this is one of Funko's best ideas in recent years. I love these so much. They look so good. What do you think about them?
So these ones here, I'll take one down actually while we're at it here, because Proto is one of my favorites. But look at this here. So these are, they go for about $250, but they are so high quality. I just got in my Scorpion one, which was just brand new. Godzilla I also got in a little while ago. They're kind of scattered around the room though. This is what you would see in the background of the videos. There's no chases to go along with them. I know that their Project Freds do have chases sometimes.
Yeah, I do really like these, because you mentioned Project Fred, like the whole, like, Funko stepping out of their normal like ideas and hopping into this like almost designer toy kind of thing. I really like it. I'm a big fan of it. Do you have any Project Freds?
I do. They're actually all below me here.
Oh, right here.
All of the Bob's Big Boy one. That was the first one that ever came out. It's kind of like just a good classic look for them, and I like the Burger Crown as well.
Now, Tristan, since you just showed us those up there, and you were just talking about the Big Boy Project Fred, Big Boy was one of the first things that Funko ever created, which was the Wacky Wobblers. I'm just curious, do you have any older Funko products in your collection, like Wacky Wobblers, even some older Funko Pops, maybe?
Yes, I do, and I actually have some Wacky Wobblers. I don't know if there are any in here, though, but I do have a good amount of them. And I guess in terms of, like, older, like, Funko products, I could show you up here. These are something that I don't talk about too often, but they are these little, like, mini 2-packs that they did years ago.
Yeah, these are sick.
The Mike and Sully is amazing.
And I know they're going for quite a bit now because of how old they are, and it's hard to find them in as good a condition as you have right here.
Right. These are a little bit tougher, and I only like to pick them up when they are in better condition because, I don't know, if you get them and they're crushed, it's not the same to me. But you can see on the back there's a bunch of different options that you could get when they first released. And I remember there was a booth at Comic-Con. I don't remember which one. Maybe it was Niagara Falls or New York, and they had almost all of them available, just kind of like sitting in this little mini shelf. I thought it was so cool.
And now, Tristan, since we're over here, and I actually just spotted it in the background while you were talking, I see all your prototypes over here.
Oh, right.
I want you to talk about those. Those are so cool.
Sure. So one of them that I just got the most recent one
Admiral Thrawn.
Is Admiral Thrawn from Star Wars. I got it in the box too. What I did was I actually got a regular one, which is just up here actually. And then I took them out, I put the Proto into here because I want to keep it nice. Even though there aren't any like paint like on it, there's no paint applicated to it. That's kind of what a Proto is. They're just testing out the molds
the first
and the
part
colors.
of like the steps to getting towards like mass production.
Yes, exactly. So I just want to keep it as nice as possible, and I thought it'd be cool to put it inside of here and like really keep it nice. But one of my favorites that I have, and I got to show you guys these here. It's these two back here. I kind of keep them a little hidden because I don't want the sun to get to it too much. I got to be careful with them because I know that I've had some figures that are like, you know, translucent vinyl and they get a little bit faded. So I got to be careful.
We were talking about the Gus Gus earlier.
Yes, I have the Gus Gus and Slipper, and it's not as white as it used to be because I had it out of the box all the time when I first got it in. But look at this one here, guys. So this Boba Fett here, it's actually supposed to be the retro Christmas one that was over at Target. One of my favorites.
Awesome.
I love this guy. And then also, Mr. DNA. Look at how great this
That
is,
is
guys.
awesome.
And this is the one that I've got to be careful with here because of the head.
It might start becoming a little bit yellow with
Just
the
in
translucent.
case.
Yeah, that
but
makes sense.
it hasn't for years. I've had it probably since 2023. It seems to be okay. But I feel like once you get closer to like a decade, and that's how old Gus is at this point, it might get a little yellow. So we're keeping him in the back there just to be safe.
So Tristan, going back to the whole YouTube thing, you've been doing YouTube for 10 years. Your channel's accumulated over 3 million subscribers, well over almost a billion views.
Oh, we're over a billion now. I think we just hit over a billion,
That is awesome. So let me know more about your YouTube. What's in the future for Top Pops? You got the million plaque down there. You got the 100K plaque up there.
Well, I don't know. I'm going to be honest here. I feel like I've hit all of the things that I've wanted to hit. Like, I never thought I would have a million plaque in my collection. Like, isn't that crazy?
That is awesome. Oh, you can see me right there too. I'm going to have one of these one day, guys. Trust me. I'm at 100K, 160K right now, I think. I'm going to have one of these one day.
You know what
I
I'm
will.
Say? If you guys haven't subscribed to RyeThePopGuy, you should.
You heard it here first. You have to.
You can clip that, put it wherever you want.
You have to now.
But yeah, so this one was really cool. They've now shrunk them to be the actual size of the 100 plaque.
Yes.
So that would be what you would be getting if you do get it now, which is interesting. I think it's funny that they did it.
I think it's because of
the
shorts. Yeah, there's a lot of new shorts creators.
A lot of people are able to hit a million a little bit faster because of shorts. And they've kind of fixed it now, but there's still a lot of channels that have hit it, so it makes sense. But I also have like this one here. This was actually something that Funko has been giving out more recently.
This a different kind of award, but it's very cool.
If I'm not mistaken, I was the first person to get this one. It's called like the Content Creator Award. So it's somebody who's like championing the brand is what they said, and like making content about it and talking nicely about Funko and like just making videos about them all the time. And I think they're going to be doing it every year, it seems like, whenever they have fun days. So that'd be pretty neat to see who gets it next year. I've got a lot of friends that definitely are worth it. RyeThePopGuy being one of them. But you don't go to fun days. You don't come to any of these. You gotta go to them.
Come on. All right, Tristan, now heading over here. I know this is how you used to film your videos. It's a little bit darker over here. You wanna turn it, oh, there we go. This is where you used to film your videos in this corner. Now you film it going this way. Tell me a little bit more about what's going on over here.
Sure. So this is kind of my corner where I have just like all of my favorite Funko Pops. This is where I've got my movies collection here. We have Hanna-Barbera video games.
Dude, hold on. You gotta tell me about this burger stool.
It was my brother and I saw it over at like Winners or Marshall's or HomeSense, one of those stores. And it was like $60. I was like, this will be pretty fun for the room, so I had to get it.
And on top of that burger, actually, there's a Retro Freddy right there. Tell me a little bit about that, because those things are pretty hard to find.
Yeah, this one's an interesting story for you guys. So I actually kind of got this for a really good deal. It was over on Fugitive Toys. They have their streams over on Whatnot.
They always have like super rare stuff.
Always live on there. And what they do is they have these kind of like mystery games where you could win like a larger prize.
Yeah.
And the letter that I got correlated with this figure here. So I got like 10 figures and this, and I'm gonna drop the price for the first time ever, guys. I think it was like $300 for everything. Like this was insane, the deal that I got on this one. It was so cool.
No, that is a crazy piece to have in your collection.
It's really cool. It's also a lot lighter than you'd expect. Like you can hold this with one hand. It's a little awkward.
It is pretty light.
But I bet you could spin this like a basketball. I'm not going to, but I'm sure you could.
Cut to the clip of him spinning it like a basketball.
I couldn't do it. I can't do it.
Okay, now Tristan, if you want to head back over here, I caught these in the corner of my eye earlier. I want to spin back and talk about them. These are some of your definitely like most expensive Funko Pops right
I believe they are my most expensive figures.
Wow, really? So they've jumped up there, really?
A little bit. A little bit. So you've got Luke Skywalker Stormtrooper and Han Solo Stormtrooper. These two here, I think, separately go for about $800, but if you're buying them collectively in boxes nice like this, I think they go closer to like $2,000, somewhere around there.
Wow.
We have Ahsoka, which has gone down a little bit, but it was a gift from
Ahsoka.
Mike Becker. If you guys don't know, he's the founder of Funko. I had gone over to...
now founder of...
Rockimoto. Yes, Funmaker Inc. But yeah, I was over at their South office, and while I was there, they were nice enough to actually gift me one of those, which I thought was so cool. And then we have these two Bigfoots here from Earth Roamer, which is, if you guys don't know, it was Brian Mariotti, who used to be the CEO. He got like an Earth Roamer RV from them and loved it so much that he made them figures. So that is such a cool thing that he's done here, and I love that I have both of them in the collection now. Those were actually a gift from Earth Roamer themselves.
That is awesome.
I asked them if they still had any, and they said sure. And this was a long time ago, so I'm sure they're all gone now. But that was just like such a cool thing to now like add to the collection because they're so rare.
The light's kind of weird over here, but I just want to say thank you once again to Tristan for showing me his collection, doing this video. It was a lot of fun. Thank you again, Tristan. Subscribe to the channel for more, like the video, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.
Bye.